Let me just share my screen for my presentation. Hi, everyone. My name is Bamidele Ajayi, and I want to share a bit of what I have done with what I have learned over the past 9 months with Elder Kwas. So, with my knowledge of LLMs, retrieval augmented generation, and every other AI technology that I have learned, I have been able to build this General Conference chatbot for the April 2024 General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I have limited it to this one General Conference so that the data can be manageable. So for my baseline, I crawled the General Conference website using tools like requests and passed the crawled content with Beautiful Soup. And I just passed the HTML received to Markdown and then used out-of-the-box tools from Llama Index to generate a simple chatbot. Llama Index has the sentence splitter, the simple directory reader, and the OpenAI model abstraction for processing documents and creating index that could answer questions based on those documents. It also has the simple vector store that is used to store the embeddings. So with these tools, I was able to generate the baseline. To evaluate my baseline, I didn't have a Go data set, so I used one of the OpenAI models, the 3.5 Turbo, to read the directory where I stored my Markdown files and generate deeply thought out questions and answers. I then evaluated this questions and answers by eyeballing. With my evaluation, I saw that the baseline would be improved. So what did I do to improve it? I tried various strategies. I started by including the author and the URL of the talks in the metadata of each chunk. And then I tried using the semantic splitter as suggested by the hyperparameter optimization test I did. And also, instead of using this simple vector store that Llama Index provided out of the box, I experimented with other vector databases such as MulvosDB, ChromaDB, but I eventually settled for Pinecone because Pinecone offers a serverless database that I don't need to store on my computer. And also, it also supports hybrid search, which I also considered very important for the task I was about to achieve. So to support the hybrid search, I include the sparse vector parameter in my index creation so that it can support keyword search, which is key for hybrid search. Also, to improve the prompting, I use the Claude 3 icon, the Atropic workbench to iterate all the prompts I was able to come up with on my own until I got the one I thought was the best. And then I used the prompt template class from Llama Index to send the prompts to the query engine that was created from my index. So for my final evaluation, I generated another question and answer pair using Claude. And then I passed the questions to my query engine. And then I looked at the generated answers. It looked like the 60% of the answers agreed with the what I called correct answers from Claude. And then about 25% of them missed certain facts. 10% can be said to be hallucinations because they did not agree with what I have in the retrieved content and what Claude put forward as the correct answer. There were also responses that sounded like I do not have an answer to that question. So for my next step, I intend to continue to improve the prompt to reduce hallucination and to generate consistent answers that are consistent with data in the index. And also, because I currently use a Flask application for the front end, there was no support for streaming. And that's what I think it's important for user experience. So I intend to create a React front end to support streaming. I'd like to show a demonstration of the app. Okay, so this is the app. The app is hosted on Render. It's quite easy to deploy from Render. So this is the question that is just to pick a fact from the index. It doesn't require too much logical reasoning. So okay, he did mention something about it. This is one of the times that the let me look for another question. What invitation does Elder Christopherson extend to readers regarding their faith and testimony? Elder Christopherson extends an invitation to readers to focus on the Savior and his atonement, emphasizing. So that's the response we got. And this is the source from which the response was generated. Okay.
You're still sharing your presentation. Can you switch over?
Whoa, sorry.
No worries.
Let me share my entire screen. Okay. In what ways does Sister Spanels describe the relationship between personal covenant and accessing God's power? So Sister Spanels described that by making and keeping sacred covenants in the temple, individuals can have increased access to. And this is the talk text and the URL from which the answer was generated. Let's see. What did President Holland learn from his hospital admission? President Holland learned the importance of being cautious and seeking help when needed, as indicated by the repeated message he saw in the hospital that said, "Call, don't fail." For those of us who have read the talk or viewed the video of the talk by President Holland, will remember that this is a recurrent call in the talk. So this is all I have been able to do in my personal project. And I want to express my gratitude to Elder Kwas for the tutelage throughout the internship program and for his continued support in other areas of my life. Thank you very much.